Coming up on DITV, we bring you details on a discrimination controversy right here on campus.
And later, we show you some final stress relievers that'll keep you from going barking mad.
We take a closer look at one Iowa basketball player who has dominated on the court so far this season. And we take a look at one event here on campus that incorporates a popular board game into a sport.
What will the remainder of finals week look like? Find out more in weather.
All that and more coming right up.
Don't go anywhere. DITV starts right now.
Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Cole Johnson.
And I'm Mackenzie Cooper.
The student org Business Leaders in Christ has been removed as a recognized campus organization after violating the UI's human rights policy and the Iowa Civil Rights Act. Last spring, we told you about UI student Marcus Miller, who was denied a leadership position within the group last year due to his sexual orientation.
They contacted me to come in, had a meeting with me one-on-one, and it was made clear that I could be a leader only if I remain closeted and if I was not okay with being gay, basically.
UI Media Relations Director Ann Bassett stated that the university does not condone discrimination of any kind, and that while they respect the rights of religious practice, any official school organization needs to follow the university's policies and procedures as well as state law. You can read more about it in today's edition of the Daily Iowan.
Over the weekend, Iowa City Animal Care and Adoption Center rescued over 200 domestic birds from an ill-equipped home near Solon, Iowa. Currently, the ICAC has rescued 110 ducks and geese, 76 chickens, and 49 pigeons, and they have found foster homes for most of them. Right now, the center is looking for specialty donations like non-medicated poultry food, straw bales, or gift card donations to purchase the needed supplies. However, what the center really wants is people willing to adopt the new tenants once they are cleared. Stick with DITV as this develops further.
After Grubhub purchased Order Up Iowa City last July, this company almost monopolized the food delivery service in Iowa City. But a new delivery service in Iowa City, Chomp, broke the tension. Reporter Tian Liu has the story.
Starting from July, Grubhub became the dominant food delivery service in town, but the change of company caused restaurants much to pay more.
Those fees just were too high for restaurants to be able to sustain. The profit margins in the restaurant business are too small.
According to Swell, Grubhub announced it would double what they charge the restaurant to use their service. When facing the high risk from the monopolist, Swell and other local restaurant owners decided to launch their own delivery service, Chomp.
From a restaurant standpoint, we charge restaurants half of what Grubhub charges to participate.
Chomp is owned and operated by 19 restaurant owners in Iowa City. Being a local company allows them to provide better customer service.
We have people here in Iowa City that if there are ever any customer service issues with orders, we have people here that respond to them immediately.
In doing so, the customer service both benefits the customers and the restaurants.
The reason we picked the Chomp is that it's just around the corner. The headquarters is just over here in Iowa City. And also, they have really good customer service too.
For example, Chomp allows the restaurants to update their menu by themselves. Everything could be done within a minute. Reporting from Iowa City, Tian Liu, Daily Iowan TV News.
Well, Cole, we've gotten pretty lucky with pretty warm weather this far in December, but it's gotten pretty cold pretty fast. What do you think about that?
Yeah, definitely. It's gotten really cold, but I hear we might get a little bit more warm weather. Let's find out. Let's toss it over to Anthony in the Weather Studio for more. Anthony?
Thanks, guys. Over the past few weeks, we've seen our weather shift from warmer-like fall temperatures to colder and windy conditions. We saw our first snowfall early this week, and although we won't be seeing snow in the near future, temperatures are still going to be cold. Starting today, outdoor conditions will be cloudy with significant winds and a high of 42. Temperatures will drop about 20 degrees with a low of 22 and fairly clear skies. Tomorrow, the clouds will stick around and we will be seeing a high of 34 and a low of 22. Now, let's take a look at our extended forecast. As finals week comes to a close, Friday expect partly cloudy skies and a high of 39. Lows will be in the mid-20s. For those of you graduating on Saturday, expect a fairly nice day. Highs will be in the upper 40s with mostly sunny skies. Saturday night temperatures will have a steady drop with lows in the lower 30s. Moving to Sunday, the clouds will roll back in with highs in the lower 40s. Kicking off next week, Monday's conditions will be mostly sunny and highs reaching close to the 50s. Tuesday's conditions will be similar to Monday's with sunny skies and highs in the upper 40s. Be sure to stay warm and well rested as you push through the remainder of the week. That's all I have for you guys in the weather studio. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Anthony. If you're looking for a way to take your mind off of finals, the Iowa Memorial Union is offering many different options this week to help make your finals as easy and stress-free as possible. Reporter Susanna Kluster shows us just why this one particular event is so popular for students.
What's the best way to de-stress from finals week? Therapy dogs. Finals, the IMU has been hosting events all finals week for students to take a break from their studies for years now. But this is by far the most popular event among students.
I'm just taking a break because, I miss my dog back home a lot, and so this is like a way for me to have the same comfort that I have when I'm at home, because I always used her in high school to kind of, comfort me and keep my anxiety down. Yeah, same thing for me. I really love my dogs, and I miss them. And I just got done with my chemistry finals, so that was rough, and I really need to pet a dog to calm down.
Therapy Dogs of Johnson County partners with UI Pause to bring these friendly faces to students in need to get away from their books. But what exactly are the benefits of therapy dogs?
We know, through studies that dogs lower blood pressure and heart rate, and they really have a true effect on us as people and calming us and reducing our stress. So that's why we go out and share the love.
No matter the size or the breed, these therapy dogs are sure to brighten anyone's day. In case you missed Monday's event, don't worry because they'll be back at the IMU Wednesday night from 6:30 to 8 in the North and South Room. This is Susanna Kloster reporting for DI-TV News.
Well, those therapy dogs are always a fun time, but a lot of the finals events and finals itself are coming to a close.
Yes, definitely, but Hawkeye Sports is not slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah, definitely not.
Let's toss it over to Taylor in the sports studio to find out what we can expect.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, finals might be winding down, but there's still a lot happening with Hawkeye sports. First, let's talk some Hawkeye wrestling. Redshirt freshman Alex Marinelli was named Big Ten Wrestler of the Week. He ranked 13th in the nation at 165 pounds and tallied a pair of wins in his collegiate debut this past weekend at Rutgers. Marinelli earned his first career fall this weekend, taking down Maryland's Brendan Burnham in 2 minutes. This Big Ten Conference honor is the second of the season, with Michael Kemmerer receiving honors on November 28th, but this marks the first of Marinelli's career. The 7th-ranked Hawkeyes will be back in action December 29th and 30th at Northwestern, where they will compete in the Ken Craft Midlands Championship. And the Iowa women's basketball team has been on a roll so far this season, and there is one player gathering national attention. DI-TV's Natalie Acapeti has more.
Coming from a smaller town, Port Wing, Wisconsin, and being ranked 12 at her position and number 18th in her class by ESPN Hoops, her senior year, the Hawks are lucky to have this powerful 6'3" forward.
If she's not one of the best centers in America, I don't know who is. I mean, she continues to just, she gives me oh wow moments. She gives me, I see some of the things that she does on the floor. I'm in awe of her abilities.
After being on first team all-conference last season and averaging 18 points and 10 rebounds per game, junior Megan Gustafson now is ranked 5th nationally in 7 different categories, including double-doubles and defensive rebounds.
Megan, has 2 points at halftime. How many leading scorers of teams would come to the bench and not be upset? I'm not getting the ball. I'm not scoring my points. Nope, even keel the whole time. We talk about how mentally or physically strong Megan is. She is just as strong mentally. I mean, her mental composure is incredible.
Gustafson has received multiple awards so far in her junior year season. She has been named Big Ten Women's Basketball Player of the Week honor roll and has earned conference recognition in each of the first 5 weeks of the season. She currently holds 11 in her career.
Being able to have that mentality that, I need to come in and I need to get my rebounds, I think that's something that really gets our offense going sometimes. If I get a defensive rebound, we get the ball back. If I get an offensive rebound, we get another shot.
And I'm able to work hard down low, but at the same time get my teammates open. It's just great to see everyone sharing the ball and everyone contributing.
Above all of her success, Megan Gustafson's team will always be one of her priorities. Reporting for Iowa Women's Basketball, I'm Natalie Acapeti with DI-TV Sports.
Megan and the Hawks will be back in action at Northern Iowa on Sunday at 2 p.m. Well, Well, their season may not have ended the way they had hoped, but the Iowa volleyball program is heading in the right direction. For the second straight season, the Hawks finished with a winning record, the first time the program has had back-to-back winning seasons in over 25 years. And although the team came up just short of earning that NCAA tournament bid this season, they've put themselves in a position to be on the ballot, a big step up from where they've been in the past.
The progress has been obvious. It's been remarkable at times, but it's been slow and steady at other times, and patience is the hardest part. And there's no doubt that we had a lot of work to do to get it to this point even. I think first year coming in, we were high hundreds RPI, and we've kind of chipped away each year. And last year, I think we finished in the 70s. This year, we're right there at 50 and on the bubble.
So when I first got here, the thought of making the NCAA tournament was not really in the picture, and obviously we didn't make it this year, but we were so close, and even though that's hard, it was still so cool to bring the program to a place where we're expecting to make the tournament and disappointed if we don't. So. And
I just see us as being a viable competitor inside the league now, and so does our team. That's the most important part. They're the ones that have to do it out there on the court, so they have to believe. It's not enough for me to believe in them, they have to believe in themselves.
It isn't easy climbing to the top when you play in the toughest conference in the nation, but Coach Szymanski and the Hawkeyes will continue that mission to becoming a strong and competitive force in the Big Ten. On Friday night, students tried to stay dry as they participated in the most popular intramural at Iowa, canoe battleships. DITV's Jacob Sinstead has more.
It is the end of an era here at the Fieldhouse. Canoe battleships will no longer be an intramural after tonight. They're going to be doing necessary renovations to the Fieldhouse, but for the last night, teams are going all out. I haven't gotten to cover it yet. I want to see what the buzz is all about.
In this action-packed, close combat intramural, teams would line up and fire away at each other with buckets full of water in this absolute brawl.
It's just constant adrenaline rush. You're just looking out on both sides of you, trying to fend off enemies. But thankfully, we made an alliance at the beginning of the round. Helped us out a little bit.
The intramural is so popular with students that it can actually put stress on the people organizing the event.
When you have 100 people showing up all at the same time, and you're trying to get lane lines ready and all that, but it's so much fun to see everybody having a good time. I mean, these are the events that make me love my job.
While it may seem like buckets are being thrown every which way and it is total chaos, there's actually a lot of team communication needed in order to sink other canoes.
When you're attacking, you just kind of go for broke and hope you don't tip the canoe in the process.
We're yelling at our boat guide to back up, but sometimes he hears us, sometimes he doesn't. You just gotta do what you can.
They had a mascot and a shark showed up. Everyone was having a good time. Boats were sinking left and right, water's flying. It was absolutely crazy, but a great event to go to. Reporting from the Fieldhouse, I'm Jacob Sinstead, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
That looked like a lot of fun. It's sad to see the intramural is ending, but if they ever bring it back, we'll have a DITV. And that's all I have for you in the sports studio today. Tune in tomorrow morning as we will update you for both men and women's basketball. And we will have a special feature on a man who has been reporting on Iowa athletics for over 20 years. Guys, back to you at the desk.
Each Wednesday, we here at DITV are proud to bring in the ICAC Animal of the Week. This is reserved for that one special animal at the Animal Care and Adoption Center who is ready to meet their new family.
This week's Animal of the Week is Baby Buck. Baby Buck is a lively young boy who is shy at first, but once he warms up to you, he will be your new friend.
For more information on him and other animals, please visit the ICAC website. And that's all we have for you on this Wednesday morning edition of DITV.
Be sure to head over to dailyiowa.com for all your latest news. I'm Mackenzie Cooper. Have a great day, Iowa City.